What the fuck? Do you want to know what about him?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, just give me the wine.
Okay. All right. Well, let me introduce you. God damn, son. Anyways, welcome y'all. Damn, this fucking camera's out of focus. Whatever. Anyways, welcome guys to the Plex World Podcast. This is episode number 2. I'm with my boy Jose. Jose, introduce yourself. Bro, don't pour water on my fucking thing.
What's up? Oh no, I'm not good with this guy. Hey, my name's Jose. I got nothing for you guys. That's it. That's all y'all need to know.
Listen, guys. So my boy isn't used to the podcast, but he used to be a Twitch streamer. I don't know why he's nervous right now. Just thinking like it's a Twitch chat. Yo, why are you reaching for the wine? Okay, clearly he wants the wine. Shout out to Kendall Jackson, a future sponsor. And yeah, we're gonna have some wine. We're gonna do wine talk and whatever. Let me not be rude and pour your shit first.
I mean, if this is on Twitch, they already know me.
That's true. His name is God Secco. Follow him. He is coming back, by the way, guys. He's coming back.
Coming back. I mean, I don't got time to come. My job won't let me come back.
That's true, and we're gonna talk about that too. Like, you know, what you do at your job. I don't know if you want to get descriptive with it. But anyways, guys, yes. So
I command people.
Jose and I, we do this thing called wine talk, right? Right? That's what we call it? Or wine time?
I don't know.
Whatever. Yo, why are you so nervous, bro?
I'm not.
Listen, we do wine time or wine talk, whatever. And usually, I don't know why it happens all the time with some...
It's always when something's going on in someone's life.
But this time, it's a little different because, well, it ain't really no bullshit.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. I just kind of hit him up and was like, yo, let's just have wine time, whatever.
I thought I hit you up.
One of us hit each other up, and we just said, fuck it, like, let's have wine time. So we always do it with Kendall Jackson. Yeah, Kendall Jackson's the best Chardonnay. And
low-key, he put me onto that.
Low-key? And to be honest with you,
that's like the only thing I buy now.
Yo, and the crazy thing is the bar. The liquor store only had one Kendall Jackson left.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We got this one, and we have this other one called William Hill. William Hill is my secondary Chardonnay that I get. It's not the best. It's not Chardonnay. I mean, it's not Kendall Jackson, but it'll do. So, yeah, my boy Jose.
He was supposed to get some red wine, but he didn't. He promised me too. He said it was some good stuff. I was like, okay, I don't drink white wine, but you know.
I just came back from vacay. Yeah, like a mini vacation. And
I wish I got vacation.
Yeah, but you do, bro. You do. You have a vacation every fucking... This guy doesn't work, bro.
That's a lie.
Yeah, this guy does not work.
They literally told me I can't take any days off. Even though I have like 45 days that I could take off for paid time, they're like, nah, you can't.
45 days?
Yeah, 45 days.
Damn, my boy is accumulated.
45 days, and then they won't let me use any of it.
That's crazy.
They gave me one day. They're like, that's all you get for the rest of the year.
Wait, one day that you can take off? Just one? What if you get sick? That's it?
No, I gotta come in.
That's some bullshit, bro. Yo, whoever his manager is, yo. I ain't throwing shade. Nah,
that's the boy. That's the boy.
Nah, that's the boy, but you know.
He rejected I told him, so I'll really take time off to like play games and stuff like that because I'm a loser. So I told him, I'm like, yo, there's this game I've been winning for like 7 years. And I mean, yeah, for 7 years. And it comes out in like 8 months. Like, I'm going to take like 3 days off. He was like, that's crazy. I've never rejected time so far in advance. I was like, yo, that's wild, man.
Wait, he rejected time from 8 months ago? Yo, that is crazy. He doesn't even know if like it's gonna be busy or not, bro. What the fuck?
Nah, it's the summer, yo. It's gonna be dead as hell.
Yo, so wait, what the? Yo, this guy is so rude. So rude, by the way. You don't know cheers. You don't know nothing. You just drinking. Damn, bro.
Cheers, yo.
Cheers.
Nah, I wasn't drinking. It was just like, you know when you're supposed to smell the wine.
Yeah, bullshit.
But I was smelling it with my tongue.
I definitely... Yo! I was going to say, yo, I definitely saw your thing go... So, yeah, this is my boy Jose. My boy Jose, we've been friends for what? Like, damn near close. I feel like every year we
always add a year.
We always add a year. So, like...
Well, actually, you would have... Every single year that comes, you would have to add a year.
But we always add another year to the year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, last year it was like 15...
Let's see, 20...
This year will be like, what?
2006, so just 17 years.
17 years, okay, so that's accurate. So 17 years we've been friends, and, you know, there's been a...
too long.
Yeah, it's been a friend group. We call each other the Complexers, and Jose's been the guy that... He was one of the first people I met, too, in the complex. You know, I met my boy David. Well, I don't know if I call him my boy, but... I don't think he's my boy. Shout out to David, by the way.
I'm mad that was the first person you brought up, though.
No, because, okay, so now I want to tell the story, right? So,
Go ahead.
This is a bad story.
Because I'm gonna tell the actual story once you tell your story.
Bullshit. So listen, let me tell y'all the real story, okay? So I met this guy named David, right? David told me that he had a group of friends that hate. So I'm the youngest one in my group, right? This dude David told me, he was like, "Yo, I have a group of friends. They hate younger guys. Like they hate younger people." So I was like, "Fuck!" Like I gotta lie about my age. So I don't know how old I was. 2006, 9 or 10. I don't even know. And I was just like, "Yo, I'm just gonna tell these motherfuckers I'm 12 or 13, right?" I think that's some shit I said.
How old was I?
I don't know. I basically lied about my age.
13.
So they were like, "Yo, like they'll fuck you up, blah blah, whatever." So I was like, "All right, fine, whatever, right?" So I met these guys. They were cool people. I met him, Naeem, and Dean all in the same day, right? It was them three.
I think so.
So it was the middle of winter. There was this guy David set up a fucking what do you call that?
Like a snow fort?
Yeah, like a snow fort. It was like a pile of snow that was just together, and he would put his juice pouches in it to cool it off or whatever, right? So I took it upon myself because I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to make a first impression with these guys, and I'm gonna show them like, yo, I'm from Elizabeth. I'm gonna act hard.
Yeah, to people in Colorado are not hard."
Yeah. So I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna act hard, right?" So there was another complex that was across the way, right? So I was like, "Yo, motherfucker!" Like there was people over there. I was like, "Yo, motherfucker, fuck you, blah blah," right? So I was like, "Yo, what the fuck you say?" And I'm like, "Yo, fuck you," right? So now I thought like, okay, shit's all sweet. Like nothing's gonna happen. Yo, these people started marching their way towards us, right? And it was 4 of them. So I was like, "Oh, fuck this. I'm out of here," right? Because I know I said I was hard, but I ain't hard. Like, I'm not. So I went over, came what happened? So now you tell that part of the story.
Okay, so.
Because I told that part.
So
that part's accurate, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is what I know from the story. So I went over. So I came post all of this, right? Like after David got his juice box slapped out of his hand.
Oh, okay. So now let me explain that part. So pretty much the people came over, right? And I started backing away from the fort, right? Because I was like, "Yo, like these motherfuckers, they mean business. Like they're about to fuck us up, right?" So next thing you know, these guys, David was drinking out of his juice. Oh, pause. That was really bad. David was drinking out of his juice box, right? Drinking. The guys came over, slapped the juice box out of his hand, right? And David was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So they started punching him and beating him up. Dean was the only guy that was fighting these people. He fought 4 people, bro, or 3 people, whatever. He DDT'd them, suplexed another guy, punched another guy.
I believe it, actually.
Now, mind you, from a distance, I'm watching all this and I'm like, wow, like, yo, this motherfucker's strong, right? So I just decided to walk away, and then I'm following this guy because this guy was headed towards Naeem's house, right? Naeem's house you were headed towards. Because you were headed towards my building.
Yeah, but I went there after everything was done, though. Like, so when I got there, right? Because I saw you guys. I left my apartment, whatever, and I saw you guys over there. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what's going on, right? So I didn't know him at the time. So I walk over there. I'm like, yo, what's good, Dean? And then like Dean told me pretty much what happened. How like David started a fight.
Yes, he did.
And then he got his juice box slapped out of his hand. Then he tried to claim that he was a pacifist. And then Dean pretty much had to fight everyone. And then Taylor ran away. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I was like, I don't want no part of this. So I just started walking away, right? I went to go meet up with a couple of friends because that was my original plan. And all I see is like this little ass, timid ass halfie just following me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He just stalked me all the way to their place.
Hold on. So now let me explain this part, right? So I wasn't following him. My house was in the same building as these people.
That part is fair.
That is fair. But a part of me was following this guy because I wanted to know. I was like, yo, like, because I think I stopped in the middle of the hallway and I was like, yo, what's up? My name's Taylor, blah, blah. Like, I think I introduced myself to you at that day. I don't even remember. Mm-hmm. But pretty much from that day on, we built a friendship.
Yeah.
We had a lot of bullshit happen between then and now. And honestly, it's been dope. And shit, 17 years is a long time. And some people, they always say, sorry, Charlie's like in the background. So a lot of people say that they envy our friendship, I guess.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Because it's like every time when I tell someone like, yo, I have a group of friends that we've been friends for 17 years, and when they see us together, we always like have our own small circle, and we just bring up old memories, or just like we just talk in general. Yo, why are you fixing your hair, bro?
Bro, because I wear a hat, so like I have the little line in the middle, and I keep seeing it. It's bothering me.
All right, well, yeah. So I'm gonna let. Did you introduce yourself yet?
Yeah, I did.
Fucking bullshit. I'm gonna watch this VOD and I'm gonna see that this guy did not introduce himself at all. Anyways, so Jose is a hardworking man. Jose, I want you to explain to the people, because your job doesn't give you any days off. So clearly your job, you must be a president or some shit, right? Because no days off is crazy. So just tell the people what you do on your day to day.
So I'm a production manager, but truthfully, if you want to be honest, I'm an operations manager. Just without the pay. I pretty much oversee like 3 different departments right now, and I just manage people and I deal with all the bullshit that goes on. And when things go wrong, I just gotta blame people. That's my job, just blame people nonstop. Let me stop. But no, that's pretty much it. I just manage about 60 people, something like that, and I deal with all the BS from the other buildings. And yeah.
Okay. So,
and they don't give me any days off.
So do you like your job, number one? And number two, if you don't like your job, what is your dream job?
I do like my job actually, because I love operations. But I would say I probably like the people more. That's probably the reason why I go to work.
Okay.
But I want to be, one of my life goals is actually to be a novelist, but that's like a side thing, because truthfully I could actually have a day job and then do that on the side. But that's always a work in progress. I'll probably get halfway through a book before I just decide to like stop working on it and work on something else. So one day I'll get there.
So do you have any books that you completed in your lifetime? Because I know you've been wanting to be a novelist for a long time.
I've completed short stories, but you know, those are just more like something quick that just came to mind. You know, I didn't not that much effort into it compared to like something like bigger. Like, you know, normally let's say if I'm trying to work on like a fantasy story or whatever like that, like you're talking about like 120,000 words, right? More or less like 90 to 120,000 words. Like I'll probably get into maybe 60,000 and then new story.
Okay. So what's your favorite kind of stories to write, I guess, in since you're a novelist? Because I'm assuming you wrote multiple short novels, like you said. What's your favorite genre to write?
Probably anything that's psychological.
Okay.
Anything that has to do with like the human mind, different motives, things like that. I mean, I really like writing mystery stuff, so psychological mysteries, things like that.
Okay, so now I'm assuming that you like to read those kind of books too?
Of course.
Yeah. So what's your favorite book?
My favorite book. Actually, no. My favorite book is definitely a book called Go Ask Alice, and it's funny because it has nothing to do with like anything that I like in terms of like writing about. It's pretty much, I like read it. I don't know why they let us read this in high school, but in 9th grade we read it. It was about some chick that she was just like a regular like high school girl, and one day she went to a party. Like she was just like crushing on a boy. You know, she hated her mom. You know, for like regular like childish reasons, right? Like not actually hate her or anything like that. And one day she goes to a party, and this took place like in the 70s, and they played this game called Button Button. Who has a button? So everyone has like, you know, a glass of Coke, but in 2 out of like 10 of the cups, 2 of them had Coke in it, right? Like the drug.
Right.
Yeah. And she happened to get one of the drinks with the Coke in it, and pretty much the whole story is like she gets addicted to like drugs because of this. Like this was what started everything, and the whole book is like her trying to get off of drugs, and like she runs away from home. She becomes like a prostitute. She goes back. Then she's like clean. Then she gets back on the drug again, and then like it's just like a crazy story. Like is pretty much every bad thing that you think would happen in a scenario like that, like actually happens in the book.
That's awesome.
It was wild.
Well, not awesome, but
yeah, and it's based off a true story actually. Like it's diary entries of the girl.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So let me ask you. So now, obviously, you said that would be a side job for you, right? To be a novelist. But what made you want to become a novelist, or want to become a novelist? Yeah.
So when I was a kid, you know, I had my own dark times that, you know, like everyone else, like we all had like those moments where we were struggling with whether it was like who we are or what we wanted in life, or we felt the injustice of the world or whatever it may be. And like most people, I had my own dark moments. And I was watching a show, and then the show was about a delinquent, and like pretty much like he was pretty much like rejected by everyone, but one thing that he realized that he was good at is that he was good at writing comics, right? So he wrote comics, and like they were actually pretty popular. So like there was a scene where he had to pick between the woman that he loved and showing her his comic, or reaching like a deadline where like this could really like make him into like an actual like person that people like would start reading, like a household name type of thing, like his work would actually get published. And he was talking to his agent, and his agent was telling him like, yo, don't mess up, like this is your future. So he had like this whole monologue where it's like, oh, I have a future type of thing, like someone like me, blah 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 blah. And like it really hit me, because it was like, oh well, there was this one guy who really had nothing, and now he really has something, right? So it hit me to want to like do better for myself as well. And so when I write, I always think about if I could help one person, like how this story helped me, even though like maybe it wasn't related in any way, but it's just the thought behind it. If I could affect one person and make their life a little bit easier, then like that would make me happy.
That's dope. That's dope. So like that's why when you said you want to write like more psychological and like re-psychological
stories, that's just preference.
Oh, that's just preference.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Just my twisted mentality.
Oh, all right. So that's interesting though, right? Because you said that you wanted to impact at least one person, right? And that's all that matters. Like, I feel like, at least me, my personal opinion, like when I started Plex World, like I wanted to create a great environment and just like impact someone's life, right? Like some people would say like, yo, thank you for hosting this tournament. Like, I had a bullshit week at work, and my baby mother is yelling at me and blah blah blah, and like because you had this tournament, it changed up my whole week.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously with your short novels, you want to just be able to just impact someone's life and just maybe like have like a good cause in their life, I guess, in a sense, right?
Absolutely. And even for something like for myself, I think everyone, right, we all have things that we go through in our everyday lives, especially once you become an adult. Things become 50 times more difficult than when you were a kid. And we all have ways to like de-stress, right? Like for instance, like I like to game, I like to read, and I like to write. But the biggest thing I like to do is I like to storytell. So, excuse me. So like when I create these stories, like a lot of the BS that goes on in my life, like, and those emotions that I feel, whatever they are, right? If it's like romance or like jealousy, I like. It's so funny that those two are actually like thing, or like annoyed or whatever I'm feeling, right? Like I like to incorporate those feelings and things that I experience or things that I see into like my characters. Okay. So it's like a way of like projecting them onto something else, which helps me like de-stress or like get through whatever times I'm going through. So at the same time, it's also a coping mechanism.
Yeah. So now let me ask you. So obviously you said that you reach a point where you like, you said 120,000 words, right? And then you reach a point where you'll have just 60,000 words or characters. Mm-hmm. So do you feel like? So obviously, have you ever finished a short novel, or have you ever like got close to it?
So I finished short stories, right? Mm-hmm. But short stories are typically like maybe 20,000 max. Yeah, like it wouldn't be like an actual novel. Like I said, an actual novel, depending. So when it comes to novels, it really depends on word count, right? Typically, different novels have different. Not that it's their standard, but like this is typically the range that you would see. Like for instance, like fantasy and science fiction, those are typically. Those type of stories will have a higher word count. So when it comes to like an actual novel, like I'll get to like maybe 60,000, maybe 70,000, and then I'll just lose interest in the story.
Okay.
And then like that would make me like I'll scrap some of those ideas and use those ideas in a new story. That's my biggest. That's what I was referring to.
So was there ever like a storyline that you had in mind that you were like, or was there ever like a short story, right, where you were ready to just like publish it out, like just. Whether it be to the internet or whatever the case may be.
Short stories, no, because I normally don't work on short stories. That was more like when I was younger, and it was just a way to learn and be able to like properly outline a story. That's when I used to write short stories more. Okay. But like my actual goal is to create like an actual like full length novel.
Right.
But again, that's the difficult part, at least for myself.
So two questions that I have for you too is like, obviously, you know, as you work on your craft and work on, you know, bettering your craft, you know, you start to see your work from previous times to now, and you just like you compare the two, right? Like you compare
of course.
when you started to now. Do you feel like there was such a huge difference?
I cringe.
You cringe every time.
Every time.
So you go back and you read your old stuff.
I definitely have, and I cringe. So now I just delete it.
You delete it?
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
But so okay, I'm a believer, right? Where it's like I like to archive.
I don't.
The past, right? No, only because it's like it's motivational, right?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's depressing.
Like, it's
I remember a couple.
So okay, what makes it cringe then?
I remember just like I'll use this as an example, right? So I'll say this. I think it wasn't into. So I started writing, like actually, like trying to like create stories like back in high school when I was like a junior in high school. It's so funny because I remember we had an assignment. I forgot what the hell the assignment was, but I remember we had an assignment. We had to create some type of like whatever it was, and then I was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So like literally in class, I would just start writing a story, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's so funny because I forgot what we were supposed to write. It was supposed to be some type of story, but like there's always like a structure behind it or whatever, right? You know, language art stuff. And I remember the teacher, like she would just see me writing like nonstop the whole day. So the due date came, and my thing was not finished, right? But I literally had like I handwritten this, like it wasn't even typed up. I had like 20 pages of this story that I was writing, and I'll tell you right now that story sucked. And I never handed in this assignment, but she gave me an A+. She never read it. Nothing. I could have just been writing like
some bullshit. And she gave you an A+.
She gave me an A+. She asked me, she's like, "Oh, what you think?" I was like, "It's not done. Like, I'm working on it." And then I was like I have like 20 pages. And then she just accepted it.
Which is the crazy thing, right? So like the assignment was probably meant for like
it was supposed to be like 2-3 pages.
Like 2-3 pages. But that
typed.
Typed. Like bro, this guy handwritten this shit. 20 pages probably equal to 2 to 3 pages. Like no bullshit.
So and this was before I knew how to write. So like every single paragraph was maybe like 2 sentences. Like this was not structurally sound. There was normally when you read a book, right? There's the amount of dialogue you have is like not minimal, but like there's obviously like descriptions on like what's going on in the scenario, like what's going on, like background, like things that the characters are seeing, things that the characters are thinking, so on and so forth, right? This was the first story I tried to write. It was like 95% dialogue. It was like at that point, it was a play, like truly speaking. Like,
yo, this guy got an A+ for a play. No bullshit. They probably use that for the school dance now. No bullshit.
She never read it. She just took my word. She just saw me writing every single day, like not even listening to her in class, whatever she was teaching. She just saw me writing.
So let me ask you, right? So. Do you still have that with you or no?
You know what's so funny? I gave it to Rayvon, actually.
Oh, Rayvon, if you're watching this, you better give that to my boy because my boy needs to see this shit. He needs to read it.
No, I know exactly. It was some like cliche ass thing that I probably saw like an anime. Now that I think about it, because God knows back then, like if I saw a show and I was really into the show, like I try to base it off of that. like it was like my spin on it. So,
like the Jose cut.
Yeah, it's like the Jose edition. So like, and like back then I was like really big on like school romance. So like this was like a story like about some It's funny, I still remember this story. It was like some delinquent kid, right? Of course they were all delinquents because all these shows back then they were all about delinquents.
Right.
And it was like his parents died, so like he transferred, and like there was a girl that like he he had a huge crush on, and then because he transferred, like he didn't get to see her. But then like after his parents died, his aunt took him in, and she's like the principal of this school. So of course like he goes back over there, and like there's mad eyes on him, and like he's just doing whatever he can to get with the girl. But like he's still a delinquent.
So
it was trash.
It was trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
Okay, so pretty much you've seen an improvement, right? Like from when you started to now.
Yeah, of course.
So now my second question is, how often do you read and how often do you write? Because like we get caught up in our day-to-day life, right? Like obviously I would love to stream every day, but
yeah,
life is fucking crazy, right? So I can't stream every day. So how often do you read and write? Since you're passionate about it or it's something that you would like to do?
So I would say this, at least especially recently, since with everything going on at work, I've been reading and writing a lot less. I would say before I would probably read maybe about like twice a week.
Okay.
I think right now I'll be lucky if I get it like once a week. And I'll probably write like maybe like every other week right now. So it's like really minimal. Before I used to read like pretty much more or less like every single day, if not every other day, and I would probably write like maybe like twice a week.
So now when you're reading and writing, so it's two different things, right? Like, so when you read, how long do you read for? Like, do you sit down and say, all right, I'm gonna dedicate this 1 hour to reading? And also, when you're writing, do you just write to your, like, you have writer's block and you just don't have anything else to write about? Like, what, like, and what exactly are you writing about? Do you have a story that you already know what you're gonna write about, or is it?
Nah, so for me, so I'll say this, right? When it comes to the amount of time that I write is not indicative of how much effort I put into the story, right? So I would say this, I would say maybe 40% of my day, I'm actually thinking about the story that I'm writing about.
Okay.
Right? When I'm in the shower, when I'm about to go to sleep, or like throughout the day, like I'm just thinking about like, oh, like, you know, I could do this, right? And then when I write, it's free writing. So like it's not structured. Like I'll write and then like I'm thinking of the story like as I'm writing, right? Because I already have everything mapped out from like just thinking about what I want to do. Like pretty much like in my head, like I'll have checkpoints, right? So I'm like, okay, so like this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, and this happen. And then when I'm writing, it's just free. Like I'm just connecting the dots type of thing.
Okay. And then when you're reading, how long do you usually read for? You just kind of just like,
Yeah, I just read so I'm bored.
So you're bored.
Well, not so I'm bored, but like maybe I'll read a chapter here and there, or a couple chapters if it's interesting, that type of thing.
Okay, so another two questions for you. For the people that I probably know the answer to this already, but just for the people, do you when you write your stories, right? Do you use do you write it on pen and paper?
No.
Do you do it on the computer, or do you use a typewriter?
No.
You gotta ask, right?
You didn't know? I plug in my Xbox controller, and I
That's
just
crazy.
dash A dash A.
Crazy. I forgot about that shit. No bullshit.
I see the little keyboard pop up.
So wait, you type it on a computer?
Yeah.
Alright, so you use your PC or you use?
Nah, I use my Mac.
Okay.
I use my Mac. My Mac is strictly for BS and writing because that's the only thing that I actually have Microsoft Office on.
Okay.
And then my PC strictly just for gaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what games do you like to play? Because I know you said sometimes that you like to game because it's like a good distraction for you. Yeah. It's a good outlet for you to, you know. It's like,
so I'm really big on like FPS games. I love Call of Duty. I love.
This guy is a fucking liar. He said that shit to piss me off, by the way. Once he said FPS, I picked up my wife because I was like, this guy is bullshitting right now. Bullshit. Go ahead, tell these people what the fuck you like to play, bro.
I'm really big on like racing games. So like I love like the Need for Speed games, like the other racing games.
This guy's still lying, by the way. This guy's still lying.
Nah, I'm a loser. You know, I like JRPG games. Like, I like fighting games, JRPG, like things like that. Like, I'm a huge Persona fan. You know, I just like those type of games, like those half simulators / dungeon crawlers. You know, Final Fantasy. Even though God knows I haven't like even beat the newest one. I don't know. I really like fighting games and single player games. If I'm being honest.
Okay, so one of the games that Jose's been playing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. When the pandemic happened, this guy's a dick, bro. When the pandemic happened, he was playing Persona 5.
Yeah, 5.
Right. So what interests you in that game? Like, what do you like about that game? Like the Persona games. Have you been playing it since you were a kid?
Oh, so
did you play Persona 5? Like that was your very first one? Like,
nah,
tell these people.
So. What was it, like 2013 or 2014? I saw this anime called Persona 4, the animation. And I was like, oh, this is dope. And like at the time, like I had a Vita, like a PS Vita. And I was like, well, I need a game on this. And I saw like the game was for like the show. I was like, oh, fuck it. Like, let me try. Like the show is dope. I was like, let me play it. And I just fell in love with it, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I had to play the third one. I played the third one. Then the fifth one came out. I played that one. And then like the fifth Ultimate Edition came out. I was like, I gotta play that one. And yeah, they're just mad fun. Like I just love those games. I probably have like 200 plus hours in each version of these games. Like I can't wait for the new one to come out. There's no announcement date, but like that company Atlas that makes the Persona games, like whatever they come out with, I just play it.
So, and you, okay, so now, like I said, you were playing Persona, right? And you streamed it. He was a streamer at one point. Now, let me tell you something that happened, right? So I guess I'm going to ask two different questions, okay? So obviously, you already said to the people you're not coming back, right?
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Oh, you see? He's changing his mind now, right?
No, that's the wine talk.
So,
I'll say anything at this point.
So now two questions, right? Because one, I guess, what did you enjoy most about streaming? Right?
Nothing.
You didn't like it? It was just passing time?
I had like one viewer.
All right. So, okay.
Shout out to Batman.
Yeah. So, listen, the one viewer. Okay, so now, here's the thing about him, right? The crazy thing about Jose was, he was playing Dragon Ball Z one day, right? He was playing Dragon Ball Z, and this guy got raided by a Dragon Ball Z.
He was like a
main, like he
was like the top Dragon Ball like streamer.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, this guy rated him with like 700 people.
Yeah, I had mad people.
We're in a pandemic, by the way. So everyone's grinding. Me, John Michael, Nick, Jose, whatever, right? We're all grinding. Like, we're all trying to, get up there. And one day I'm watching this guy play, and I'm like, I hear, yo, what the fuck? Right? That's what I heard. So I was like, what the fuck? So I look at my other monitor. There's 700 fucking people in this guy's chat. This guy's chat is blowing up. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I just miss, right?
I know, it's such a sad moment.
So
I didn't have 50 subscribers, so they couldn't donate to me.
That's the crazy part. He didn't have 50 followers yet, so they couldn't even subscribe yet. So now, I guess tell the people, right? Because you watched the guy's VOD. Why did he? Because he did give a reason why he rated him.
Yeah. So
with the 700 people.
So the game was Dragon Ball Fighter Z, right? And at the time, like the game came out maybe like 3 years before like I started streaming it. So I was like, I just got the game, and because I'm poor, and. And
you were poor.
No, I'm still poor. They don't pay me enough where I work. But so
give that man a raise.
Yo, Loki actually.
Loki.
But yeah. So I was like, I need a game to play. I was like, I love Dragon Ball Z games because I played them growing up. So I was like, well, I gotta do story mode first. But at this point, no one's playing story mode. Like the game has been out for 3 years. Everyone's playing online. So he's like, so the dude he put out the body. He was like, oh, so who should? Because he was ending his stream. He was like, who should I rate? Let's see who's playing the game. And then he was like, he saw my stream. He was like, playing story mode, like, yo, guys, like, just go into the chat and be like, wow, story mode, like, be like really hyped for it, like, yeah, story mode type of thing. So then he rated. That's what happened. They're like, oh my god, story mode, blah 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 blah. And like my whole thing just like blew up. I'm looking to the side. I'm just like, I didn't know how to react. I was like, yeah, story mode, guys, let's go.
Yo, like this guy, mind you, like on Twitch, and for streamers that know, or even just people in general, like having even fucking 50 viewers is crazy.
People.
So when this guy was reacting, I'm like, yo, Jose, you better be like, you better take off your sweater, you better go crazy. Like that's 700 people, bro.
No, I retained some of them. I think I kept like 10 of them until I stopped streaming.
So then that was the thing. So Jose, this guy went on a crazy hiatus after like what, 3 streams after that?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, the 3 streams that he had after that, the people came back. They wanted to know what God Second was about.
They were definitely there. And they added me on Twitter too.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? Like this guy could have had a whole like, I was gonna say a whole clan of people, but just like a whole like, I don't know, a community of people. You know what I'm saying? And he had a Discord going on too. I was like, damn, Jose, like yo,
and the Discord is still there.
You know, listen,
it's not active, but
so now my question is, would you come back to streaming? And you said you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll wait for the new Naruto game to come out. I'll start streaming that because at least that's something that like, because until Mortal Kombat fixes their online, like that's just GG. But once that Naruto game comes out, and because that was my best fighting game, I could just start wiping kids again. Then I'll come back.
Okay. So now,
if I have time, if work allows me.
If work allows you.
Yeah, work allows me.
So obviously your work schedule is fucking crazy. So even if you were to come back, it would just be, you know, like maybe an hour or 2 stream.
Now you know it's so funny. Actually, I have so much free time during the week.
So you should start streaming again. You like playing Dark Souls and you know what was that other one? Liza P.
That game is mad good, Joe.
You know what I'm saying?
That game is fun.
So my question now, right? This is the last subject that I wanted to talk to you about. So Jose here is a diehard Mets and Jets fan, right? Diehard, right?
Yeah, my life sucks.
So my question to you is, obviously, what do you like? Obviously, the Mets season ended early. Didn't make the playoffs, right? And now the Jets season, we don't know yet. It's a big question mark, right? So, who do you think you'll see? And I know we saw the Mets in the World Series, a few years back. Who do you think you'll see win a championship first, the Mets or the Jets?
Hopefully one of them. Probably, if I were to guess, honestly, I would say the Mets.
Okay.
I would say the Mets because structurally sound, they have the best structure from owner all the way down. I mean, we have the richest owner in sports.
Okay. So now
that wants to win.
So here's the thing, right? So obviously, you're a baseball fan. They're now knowing. So if you've never seen the Mets win a Super Bowl, if you've never seen the Mets win a World Series ever again, but you saw the Jets win at least 5 Super Bowls in your lifetime, would you be satisfied?
Nah. I got baseball it's baseball, football, everything else. Okay. Like baseball is literally like double as important to me as football is.
So now last question for you. How did you feel about Aaron Rodgers getting hurt? Like, because obviously, right, you made the trade. Mm-hmm. You got the fucking quarterback of generational talent, right? Like, he's a generational quarterback, right? This is the man. It ran out. Do you want to get the other one?
Yeah, I grab that.
All right, grab the other one. This guy's not even done with his other one. He's going to grab the other one. All right, well, so we're going to take this time to shout out Plex World. I'm kidding. Let's shout out Kendall Jackson. If you guys haven't tried Kendall Jackson, it's a Chardonnay. It's absolutely amazing. You guys should try it out. Yeah. So my boy Jose just came back. Wicked man. Oh, so let's open this up before. So obviously, you made the trade, right? You made the trade of the fucking century, right? Well, no, not the century. Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's mad gas.
Maybe of the Jet century.
Sure.
Of the decade. Let's just say the decade, right?
Alright. That's fair.
And 4 plays into the fucking game, you're excited for preseason, this is it. Like, this is the Jets' best chance of winning the Super Bowl, right? You finally have the quarterback of your lifetime, right? Because the best quarterback of your lifetime. 4 plays in, he gets hurt. Mm-hmm. What was your first initial thought?
I mean, I'm a Mets and Jets fan, so that's expected. Especially as a Mets fan, all our players get hurt.
Yeah. So you were obviously pissed at that moment because I wasn't on Discord. I didn't hear your reaction.
I had faith in Zach Wilson.
So I don't know if you've seen the video, and there's a video going around of it's showing Aaron Rodgers walking.
Oh yeah, he's coming back in December.
But how do you feel about that? Like,
I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
So, but you were a big believer in Zach Wilson, though.
I love Zach. So I love Zach and Josh Rosen.
Let me tell y'all something. When Rosen and Allen were going against each other in the same draft, this guy loved Josh Rosen. He loved him.
I still love Josh Rosen, yo. Someone gotta give him a chance.
How about the Jets?
Nah. We got Zach Wilson. I don't need Josh Rosen. I don't need another scrub on the roster.
So, you just said it, right? Like, you will want the Mets. You would rather see the Mets win.
Oh, absolutely.
So many World Series before you see the Jets. Like, you don't even give a shit. As long as you see the Mets win 1 World Series.
I would trade every single Asian woman in the world to see a Mets World Series. And I love Asian women.
Okay, let me ask you a question now. This is a controversial question for you.
Sure.
And I want you to remember that this is gonna be clipped. Okay. So
I want them off the boat.
That's wicked. So obviously, my boy is in in a committed relationship, right?
Sadly.
Sadly is crazy. So
yeah, I'll get rid of her in a heartbeat to see it.
So if you had the choice to see 5 World Series, but you're winning 3 out of the 5. Actually, no, to just see 1 World Series win from the fucking Mets, would you give up your dating life right now with the person you're with?
Absolutely. Think about it this way, right? There is like 4 billion Asian women in the world. Not billion actually, because like half, like obviously some of them are male. I mean, there's some good-looking male Asians, but Like there's like at least like 2 billion, right? In fact, there's a whole area in China where like it is like an 80 to like 20 ratio of women to males. So like they're all desperately seeking males. So like there's a lot of picking people. Like there's a lot of people to pick from. Like of course, like I want to see the Mets win. So I'll sacrifice anyone to see the Mets win. What are you talking about? I don't even like my relationship.
Clip that. So you would give up your relationship to see the Mets win a World Series?
I'll give up my relationship to see them win a game.
Yo, this guy is crazy, bro. So what the fuck, bro? Like,
I'm about to get hella angry texting she.
That ass, like, are you serious?
Yeah, she'll live.
She'll live. And just like you just want to see the Mets win.
Yeah, of course. She'll understand. I already told her the priorities. It's Rem right above her,
okay,
which is a fictional character.
Yep, we love Rem. We love Rem.
The Mets, breathing, food, maybe like another 20 other things, and then maybe some other stuff, and then her eventually somewhere on the list. I don't know. Once I get past like the top 10, like I don't keep track.
Mind you, this guy is the biggest fucking asshole to his girlfriend. Well, let me not say that. I don't want to make you seem like you're
I'm
a bad
good person.
You are a good person. You know, it's just he just jokes a lot. Like, you know, he's just joking.
No, I'm dead serious. I don't know what people think is like. There's a little bit of truth in everything everyone says.
No, there is, right? But here's the thing: when he's he's clearly joking about the whole picking the Mets.
No, that part is true. That part is 100% true.
So
because she's like the Mets are higher on our priority list.
No. So like you're clearly joking about like, you know, picking the Mets over your girl, right?
No. Like how many times I gotta say this? It's Rem, the Mets. No, like there's no like that's breathing. That's 1 and 2. Yeah, breathing is important. I need that to live.
So listen, I agree with you on that point, right? Like I would give up. I'm not taking right now, but I would give up everything to see the Cowboys win one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
one playoff game or one Super Bowl.
Fuck off, bro. I would give anything to see them win a Super Bowl, bro. So like. I definitely agree with you on that shit, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn. So clearly,
I told you before. Like for me, the most important thing is myself. Like I'm the most important thing in my life.
So how did you feel when you guys lost the 2015, right? 2015 World Series. 2015. How did you feel after that? Like, cause
we should have won that.
Yeah.
Truthfully, it was literally every game we had a lead and we just blew it. Whether it was defense or Familia not getting the job done.
You didn't go to the games though? For the people at home.
No, I don't have money like that. Especially in 2015, I was broke actually.
What was the ticket prices going for?
You think I checked?
So now, if they were to go to the World Series now, would you?
Oh, I could afford it.
You would go?
Yeah, I have mad money.
So even if it was like a $2,000 for the ticket,
I have mad money.
Damn, my bad, big ball of shit. So you would just go?
Yeah, why not? If I have the money.
All right. Damn. Well, my boy Jose here, he's different. I ain't gonna lie, he's different. And some of you guys, when he comes back to the streams, you'll see what kind of guy he is.
I won't be back. That's all.
I don't know why I'm lying to them because you ain't coming back. I appreciate you coming on. So the way I always end these podcasts are.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah. So we reached that mark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My watch is down. I don't know why I checked it.
I know this guy. When he came to my house. Watch was dead. Phone was dead. Or about to be.
Yeah, it was at like 2%.
This guy, he literally told me, was like, yo, if you don't have a USB-C charger, you're calling my Uber. It's like, all right, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I'm blind. I can't drive.
So I was like, all right. Oh, shit. You want to talk about that? No. Okay. We'll talk about that later.
I was born with cataracts.
So, all right. So, the way I always end these podcasts are, you can either give a quote of the day, or you can give, fuck, why the fuck is my fucking thing like that? You can give a quote of the day, or you can give a question to the people to ask.
Oh, I got you.
Wait, are you gonna give a quote or are you gonna give a question?
No, I'm gonna give a quote.
Okay, so he's gonna give a quote. Okay. He's going to his apps right now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna read the quote that I sent to my team. At work?
To the job that he doesn't like. No, I'm just kidding. To the people that he likes. Okay, so now read the quote to the people.
Which one do I want to pick? Because I always write some bullshit. Every single time.
So wait, you give a quote of the day to your peoples all the time?
Yeah, so like I create like the plans, like what we're gonna do for like the next day, and when I can't think of what to write, I just put a quote.
Okay.
So here's the quote. Oh no, this is Wednesday. That's the wrong day. When did I write this quote? Okay. One piece of log creates a small fire, adequate to warm up you alone. Nah, I don't feel like reading this quote.
No, yeah, what the fuck, man? What the fuck was that? This guy, he said, he just started dropping lines. So wait, okay, so now you gotta give a quote to the people, or you gotta give a question of the day to the people, man.
In your life, it's not always about making the big steps to get to where you want to be. It's baby steps into giant strides. So like every day, just try to improve yourself a little bit, and you'll eventually get to where you want to be. When you try to jump too much, it just won't happen. Every single day, just improve a little bit, and you'll get to where you want to be. That's all I got for you.
Damn.
So baby steps into giant strides.
Yo. Alright.
I sent that on Tuesday.
Okay, so he wrote down the Wednesday quote, but then he was like, you know what, fuck this, scratch it. Let's go to Tuesday.
Tuesday was shorter.
So listen, my boy Jose, I appreciate you for coming on, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have you on future podcasts, man.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
How do you feel about this being your first podcast? Like, did you like it?
No, it was mad fun. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, of course, man.
Thanks for supplying the wine.
We're of course, and you know, like I said, guys, we're gonna have my boy Jose on in future ones. Of course, we're gonna have many people on.
Hopefully, he tells me ahead of time, so like I won't wear a hat that day.
Yo, I literally, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I told this guy. Because we planned the wine night. That was like on Monday or Tuesday,
yeah.
I think. But then I literally so I came home from Boston today.
You were in Boston? That's what let me stop.
No, so I was in Boston. Yes, I came home from Boston. I was there Friday and Saturday, and on my way home,
he literally messaged me maybe like 2 hours ago. Like, yo, you down for a podcast? I'm like, my guy. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm down.
Like, fuck it. Like, I need a second episode, and Bro, we're having wine night. Like, we're vibing anyway.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We might as well talk, and I want the people to know you because you're a great guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm awesome.
You're awesome, except, you know...
I'm a legend.
You know, when it comes to your relationship, you know, you would drop her for the Mets. But that's life.
You know, you gotta go in as a person, right? We all have priorities, right? Things are important to us, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with me prioritizing the sports team over, you know, other things that aren't as important.
So, you know what? I think this is my question to y'all. Would y'all drop your female, right? And remember, there's fucking billions of people, right, out there in the world.
Yeah.
Men or women, right? Because, you know, whatever. Who cares? Would you drop your significant other for your favorite sports team to win that championship for their sport? What would you guys pick? So
someone drop a poll so we can get an actual number.
Yeah. We need a poll. We need to see like what people would pick. Because I ain't gonna lie, if it was up to me, and I want to see it because I see the Celtics win one.
Yeah, actually, you're lucky. You saw your sports team win.
I saw my sports team win, but I didn't see my favorite. But see, that goes back to what you said. It's like if the Jets was to win one.
Like I've seen my favorite Chinese ping pong player win, but like I haven't seen.
But you didn't see the Mets.
Yeah, I didn't see the Mets.
And that's the same with me. Like, bro, I've seen the Celtics win back in 08.
And I saw the win.
Exactly, but you know, you didn't see the Mets, and I didn't see the fucking Cowboys. And I ain't gonna lie. You know what? How about this? Who do you think's gonna win one first? The Cowboys or the Mets? Probably the Mets.
Probably the Mets.
They're probably gonna win it within the next 7 years.
And honestly, as long as Patrick Mahomes is in the league and the 49ers have a top 10 player in every single position, then yeah, it's not you guys.
Well, you know what, man?
Then truthfully, the Eagles are better than you.
At the moment. Until Jalen Hurts, you know, it just shifts the bet eventually.
And we're gonna lose to them tomorrow, sadly.
Oh, you guys do play them tomorrow?
Yeah, and fucking Sauce Gardner is out of the game with a concussion.
Wait, so you guys play them at Philly or at New York? Or at Jersey?
Actually, I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, that would be a dope game to go to. Alright, well, anyways, I appreciate you for coming on.
Appreciate it, man.
And
thanks for having me.
Listen, guys, replay the quote, man. Replay, you know, what he said, because, you know, he's a future novelist, hopefully. And maybe he could do that as a full-time job. We'll see, you know?
Nah.
Maybe. Nah, it's crazy.
Nah. If I make it, like, that's my book. Like, that's it. Like, I'm retiring.
That's it? So, wait, if you get one book published, are you done? Like, you're good?
Unless in my original plan, it was planned to be multiple parts. Nah, I'll probably create another one.
I bet. Well, listen, guys. You know, we're gonna see if Jose publishes a book, you know, or a novel.
Yeah, I plan on releasing one. Let me check my calendar real quick. Probably by like December of 2030. That's the plan.
What the fuck? Damn, that's like 7 years from now, bro.
Bro, they work me nonstop right now.
You know what? That's probably when he's gonna get the next day off, December of 2023.
I mean, apparently it's not in 8 months. Apparently, so.
Dead 8 months. He can't. Yo, imagine you're like, yo, I need a day off 7 years from now. He's like, nah, you can't.
He's like, remember November? You took that one day off. Yeah, that's
it. That's it. Well, Jose, we're gonna see you publish a book. Hopefully, you'll publish a novel, and you know, listen, you guys are seeing a future novelist, man. Remember, Jose Vicente, and you know, he's the man, and this is my boy, man. So make sure you guys add him on Twitter and or follow him on
everything,
X, whatever it's called now,
and Snapchat
that
I don't use.
Yeah, and
Instagram, because I need to get my my following to followers thing, like you know, the ratio.
Yeah, the ratio.
I need it to be higher for followers.
Preferably, followers. Followers.
Yeah, that can be higher.
Yeah, that is okay. So yeah, I appreciate you for coming on, and follow my boy God Secco on all.
I think it's J_Secco
on everything.
I think so.
Okay, J_Secco, and just follow this guy, man. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode 2, and look forward to episode 3. And shout out to Caleb Jackson, shout out to William Hill, shout out to Jose. Oh, fuck, I forgot. So another thing that Rayvon added on to this, if there's a shout out, besides the question and whatever quote of the day, if there's a shout out to a person that you want to shout out, who would you shout out right now?
I'll get in trouble if I say the person.
You bugging. You bugging. All right. I hope you guys have a great day, great night, great afternoon, great weekend, great week, whenever the fuck you watch this. And you'll see Jose soon. You'll see me soon. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Later.